Morning all. It's 8 o'clock or 3 past. I am here at Binnaburra, going to do Dave's circuit, which I did with mein Schwester approximately 4 weeks ago. This time I am doing it solo. What have I got? I've got, for provisions, I have a protein ball. I have a banana. So a bit of potassium, bit of protein. Got me water. Last time I was plagued by a tick. Plagued, not the right word to use, but yep, had a tick. So this time I have come prepared and basically got my DEET chemical industrial strength spray to just kill any fucking thing that comes within cooey of me. So that's in my gear. What else? No, I think that's about it. I've got a map. That's literally the most prepared I've ever been in my whole life, going on any kind of bushwalk. I kind of just fluke it. But there is a map in my bag. It's the same map we had last time we went. Was of absolutely no use to us last time. The guy told us, look, instead of going right at the juncture, you need to turn left because it's a bit of a rainy day and it's going to be really slippery, and you'd be preferred to go in the left direction so that you don't slip over on the rocks. So this time I'm going to be sure to turn left at the juncture. Now, if I just remember what juncture that was, because we really fucked it up last time, and I'm not sure whether the track was marked correctly or what the case was. But anyway, so this time that's what I'm going to do. What else do I need to say? So this is a 4-hour walk. Last time, I think Em and I did it in roughly 4 hours, 3.5 hours. But we'll see how I go this time. I don't know, it's kind of a mental game, isn't it? Because sometimes you tend to walk faster on your own, or other times you tend to be in your head a lot, so it seems like it just drags on and on forever. And there are a couple of lookout points on the track, lots of reeds and shrubs and things like that. And yeah, some really nice views as well. Last time, the weather was similar to today, a bit overcast, a bit dreary, but we still managed to get some good shots and some good photos and videos and stuff of the valley. So hopefully I get a chance to do that as well today. So wish me luck. Bye. So I think that is Dave's Creek. This is pretty pathetic. But you can hear it's rushing over there. Just haven't seen any evidence of real creekness. I stand corrected. Here's a bit more of it. Just dripping away. Yep. That, my friends, I think is Dave's Creek. Bit of change of environment here. Now we're in this kind of ferny situation. Check this out. If that's no Stranger Things kind of scary shit right there, I don't know what it is. Ooh. So I just realised that right where Dave's Creek was, supposedly, there was a turn off to Ship's Stern and a continuation of Dave's Creek circuit. But like the knob end that I am, I forgot that that was actually not the way that I was meant to go. The guide last time had told us to turn left at that juncture rather than turn right. And of course I turned right, especially when it's wet, because, oh shit, because of exactly that reason. This is really slippery and it's pretty much all downhill, so usually there is a view here, a view of the valley, but as you can see, it's quite misty, overcast, so no view for us today. Who knows, if I had gone down the other way I may have had a glimpse of that. It's very lush and green here though. The camera's not picking it up when it's got the light at it, but yeah, it's quite beautiful and quiet, except for that plane and the birds. The birds! Yeah, this little fella. You're in my way, dude. Yeah, right you are. It's your home turf after all. On we go. Mongolie Cave. Shall I go down there? Yeah, let's go have a look. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is a bit cool, isn't it? I love how the track just really suddenly changes. Unbelievable. Fuck, I think it's amazing. So how is it that this creek is signposted, and yet Dave's Creek, after which this track is named, doesn't get any kind of honour? I mean, it looks a bit murky, gross. But that doesn't seem fair, does it? Picnic Creek? What about Dave? I also have to mention that just before we stumbled across Picnic Creek, I also happened to stumble into, well, what I thought was just a mere little puddle, but it turned out to be a lot more than that. And as a consequence, this foot is drenched. It's not making that squelchy noise though, so we're safe for the time being. I complain about my wet foot, but really, most of me is wet anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really matter in the scheme of things. Just as long as I don't fall and get stuck down there for 3 days. LOL! Okay. I think we're going a bit uphill now. It's the part of the walk that I really dislike. But, look, it's a necessary evil. No pain, no gain. Gotta reach the top to see the view. Man, I'm really getting out of breath though. I don't have a watch on, but oh, here we are. We're at the lookout. Don't know whether there's anyone here yet. Might be the first one for today. Let's go have a look. Holy Mother of God. It's a very steep drop. I've got to be careful. See? Alright. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's about 10 o'clock. I left at about 8, so we're at the halfway point. And time for a bit of a break on these here rocks. I think I need a better camera. You're not going to believe this, but I just found this little fella on my pant leg. That, my friends, is a leech. And he was looking for a way in. I ain't gonna find one. Look at him. Where's the blood? Where's the blood? No, sorry, mate. So, in all honesty, I decided to not stick around the Namimba lookout, basically because of the leeches. Not only was there one crawling on my leg, but then I found another one on my ankle, on my sock. So I decided that was the end of that. It's a bit too damp to be sitting and sitting around and getting eaten, basically. I can't turn the camera around. I don't know why my phone won't do it, but it's out of date. I need a new phone. Whew. Okay, so we're at Surprise Rock. It's thusly named because, actually I don't really know. It's like, surprise, it's a rock. Yeah. Overlooking the valley here. It's not as good a view as the other one, isn't it? If anything, the other one should be called Surprise Rock. Anyway, taking a little bit of a moment to reflect on the journey just completed. My thoughts thus far are that the longer that I'm walking, the less enthusiasm I have for making videos, which I imagine is going to be reasonable considering I've walked for 2.5 hours straight. And where are we on this map? It's really hard to do this one-handed. So Surprise Rock, more than halfway, and finishing soon, I think. Yeah, actually no, we're not halfway at all. Whoopsie. I should be finished by 12. Anyway, whew, I might have a protein ball. I'll have to overlook this valley. Surprise! I got to mention before that I did a little bit of an adjustment here on my wardrobe situation. Because, yeah, now I'm freaking out about the leeches. It's just normal paranoia. Leeches, ticks, whatnot. I doused myself in, I don't know, industrial strength DEET. Should probably do it. So this is the other side of Surprise Rock. I'm just going to turn the corner and go up there. Hopefully there's no one up there. We get the place to ourselves. I just realised how strange it sounds, this woman carrying around a phone and talking to herself. But they don't understand, man. I'm the only friend I've got. Oh, here we go. Kind of looks like a face. There. What's that? Yeah, it's a face. Oh, there's people coming. Just came across my first human beings. Pleasant enough, I guess. It's kind of like the illusion of being alone has been broken. Shattering my silence. Shattering the solitude. But that's alright. Everyone has a right to it too. I'm heading back into the rainforest now. Anyone else get the sudden urge to pee? This is a legit purple mushroom. That's fucking weird. I don't know how I saw that. I wanted to capture that bird, it was weird. I'm on the return path now. Don't remember hearing that bird on the way in. Interesting. Anyway, as we're leaving, more of a chance of bumping into people. What time is it? It's 10:39. It's I'm actually making bloody good time. I think I'll be done by about 11:30. We'll see. I just got a bit of a extra pep in my step as I'm finishing up. It's going uphill again. Jeez. See, having to navigate that is really difficult. Yeah, see, no sooner have I said something about my knee, all focus and attention is now on that pain. So, I'm going to start singing songs in my head to take my mind off the pain. But don't worry, I will not subject anyone to that. So, about 2.2 kilometres to go. And here I was thinking, I'm doing so well, I've got no pain. Last time I only had pain in the last half hour. Well, I'm starting to get a twinge in my butt, in my left, what do they call them? Oh, fuck. Lost for words today. Anyway, glute, that's it. In my left glute. So that's kind of twinging. And my knee is giving a tiny little whimper, which I'm going to ignore for the time being. Yep, that's becoming a little bit more present now. Alright, well, 2Ks to go, 2.2, 2.1, should be right. Finished. It's 18 past 11, so I actually did a really good job of walking really quickly. So I managed to smash that 12k in less than 4 hours than was predicted or set out. Let's have a look at the damage, shall we? So I'm basically wet from here all the way down, and check out those shoes. That's pretty fucking bad, isn't it? But to be expected, it is a rainforest after all. Provisions, ate my bounce protein ball and a banana. Most of my water. Pain levels, reasonably okay. In the end, I think the knee was fine. Not as bad as it was last time I did this. I get actually more sort of pain in the arches of my feet. So, you know, an improvement on 4 weeks ago. I can't, you know, can't begrudge me of that. Begrudge me? I don't know. I'm not choosing the right words today. It was a bit off in my head, but it was an early start after all. So, yeah, so until next time.